Hey everyone, Haley here, and you are listening to an NC Cutting Edge Counseling production. NCCEC is a trauma therapy practice based in North Carolina. Learn more at nccec.com. That's nccec.com. Content warnings and where to find us will be found in the episode descriptions. Get in, loser. Let's do a fucking show.
We wake up, we feel a little hardier, we feel some changes happened overnight. We hit puberty.
We pooped up.
Don't love that.
Yeah, where's your segue with that one?
Every single time you guys do this to me.
I didn't even know we were recording in my defense.
Yeah, we've been recording this whole time.
Yep.
We're like 30 minutes in.
This is our banter, my guy.
30 minutes of banner.
I said some wild things.
And most of it's going to get cut.
It's going to get cut.
This is where we start.
I cut a lot of Snyder's.
Hey, I'd rather be cut down than not have enough.
Yeah, truly.
Truly? You know what? I respect that.
Yeah.
Well, we are back. No, that's not how I started.
That's not how you start the show. What the fuck?
Guys, I'm so tired. It's been such a long week, y'all.
He can start the show however he wants.
Well, we are back.
Do we need to put this off for tomorrow?
Yeah, let's just go home.
This is why I said 3 days.
We're on 33. You have a
press
system. You have to start it that way.
No.
No. We can we're adults. We can change our minds at any time.
We
No, we
updated
can't.
to 2024.
Yeah.
So
We have a whole new,
Okay.
we can
whole new
update the
intro.
intro now.
Whole new intro. We're not doing a new intro.
Are you guys excited for the 2024 Monster Manual released in 2025?
Yeah, absolutely. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to Minds, Caves, and Magic. My name is Casey Gibson, he, him pronouns, and I'm still the dungeon master of this off-the-rails magical adventure. I'm joined, as always, by our wonderful cohort of people.
Haley Ronstadt here, she, they pronouns. I'm the therapist on the podcast, playing El or Eldon, he, they pronouns. He is Paloma Diamond Hot and a half-elf witch who is sad about leaving Zelda.
I thought you almost said cockpast instead of podcast.
Heard it in my soul.
I'm going to keep it going. I am Jason Wyde. I will be bringing to life Gevrax Avil, blood of gods, skin of dragons, heart of mortals, and no true sense of self.
Ooh. New character.
And he has the ability to break the fourth wall.
Yeah.
He's in the intro.
Gavrax is here.
Yeah.
Hey,
Can we speak to Gevrax?
it is very good to be here.
Welcome.
Thank you for joining us.
I'm so glad you were able to take time out of your busy day slaying gods.
I am trying. It is not going so well.
It's all good. You have new friends that want to punch them, so it's fine.
Wish you luck.
Yeah.
Say hi to Eldon for me.
Have fun on the outside.
Yeah.
I will.
Enjoy this world. There are no gods. We killed them.
What is that like?
Nope. Gotta move on. Just make it go on forever.
I like this. But no, my name is Derek Rogers, and I'm playing Kadima Thorn, parentheses 2024. Which we're updated now.
Big revised
He's a
man.
big old beefy boy now.
Yes, he is.
Beefcake
McGee.
I am excited to see what this new potential party member can bring for the party.
Whenever y'all have a more than 30-second conversation with him.
Yeah.
Don't worry. The goal is have no conversations, go right into combat, learn what they can do, and then slowly but surely force them out because they don't like the party dynamics.
Jesus.
We don't even have to do the podcast anymore. Snyder just predicted the whole thing.
Yeah, damn, dude.
I take great offense to that.
Yeah,
I wasn't talking to you.
us.
I was talking to Jason.
I also take great offense to that. Fuck you.
I'm Christian Snyder. I'm playing Alexander Mysz Kamian. Both he and I share he, him pronouns. He is the raucous rapscallion with the heart of gold.
We are back, everyone, and as you can tell, we've updated to the new 2024 rule set. That video will be out by now, whenever you're listening to this, with minor spoilers. If you have only listened to, we'll figure it out.
If you start by listening to just that, It's kind of wild.
choice.
It's
Wild
kind of
choice.
on you at that point.
Hey, look, I respect it. You're here for mechanics and mechanics only.
Yeah, and that
No,
is
no,
what
no,
you
no,
got.
no. If your first iteration of this podcast is watching that video,
All you care about is mechanics. That is literally all we talk about.
It's true.
it's true.
Wild choice, but we respect it. Thanks for coming. But yeah, we are back. Last episode, we said goodbye to Zelda. Well, not goodbye, but mostly goodbye.
We dropped her off at daycare.
Yeah.
She took over daycare. Let's be fair. She took over daycare.
Zelda went out for a pack of smokes, and but no,
And a
you
glass
guys.
of,
Not
and some-
funny.
and some milk. Cigarettes and milk. Classic.
Oh no, Eldon's with us now.
Everyone breaking the fourth wall. But no, you guys went back to the Mage Keep Library. You guys got some cool magic items that Zelda volunteered to help you guys on your quest. And Zelda almost got stuck in a mirror. But you guys managed to free her as well as two strangers. One, a yellow-skinned, almost frog, reptilian-like appearance, who immediately passed out. And, of course, Geverax, who also promptly passed out.
Yeah, got a little bit more of a conversation than the other guy. But
Yeah, or purple-haired Jared Leto.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, these two figures seem to have been trapped in this mirror for quite some time. For you all did say your goodbyes to Zelda and went on your ways. We went about the rest of that day, went to sleep, and then we left off with Geverax being awoken by this figure, screaming out that the Astral Sea is being attacked. And we'll pick up there.
So he grabbed me.
Yeah, he's
And-
like, got you by the front of your shirt.
Okay. So I will put my my right hand on his arm and grab it, not hard or anything, and kind of just gently and slowly try and push it off of me.
You see, as you grab him, he kind of realizes, oh, there's another person here, and my apologies.
It is okay, friend. How about we start with your name?
My name. It's been so long. It's no time at all.
I remember. It felt like an eternity, but also like no time at all.
You were in there as well.
I was.
It feels good to speak again. My name is Vodon.
Vodon, it is good to meet you. I am Geverax.
Geverax. It is nice. What do you know where we are?
We are in a library. It is. I am not familiar with this library in particular, but it is a city called Braden.
Braden. I know of. This is the prime material, correct?
It is.
I know of no city by the name of Braden.
What year did you last remember?
It's been so long. We track years differently where I am from. But I believe the prime material year, maybe 8,000 something. 8,001, 2.
That is not possible. It is only $49.99, as I have been told.
I need to get back. The last thing I remember was my home was under attack. We fled. I went to go save the queen, but I was stopped and I was trapped in that mirror. No, it's not possible that I've gone. I need more. I need air. I need to
It has been almost 40 years since I was trapped as well. I probably know more than you do.
Yes, I fear I've been gone for far too long.
Listen, let us go talk to the proprietor of this library, and I need to find my people again, and maybe we can help you.
I would be much appreciative of any assistance you can offer me, yes. He kind of like, at this point, he's been kind of like sitting on the edge of the bed, and he kind of like cracks his neck, stretches. It is good to be out of that place. Lead the way. Do you know where we are going?
First, we are going across the hall.
Okay. And yeah, you guys move up.
As the camera like pans out from this too, you see a dagger that had formed in Geverax's left hand dissipate to mist. Just kind of, he summoned a weapon out of instinct when he got grabbed.
Gotcha. And yeah, you guys move across the hallway, knock on the door.
Who is it? It is Geverax. Is the one called Zelda here?
The door opens. Come in, now. Hurry.
Thank you.
Look, you obviously don't. Oh, you're awake. Okay.
Yes.
And you see this, like, you see an old form, the same form you saw before, but with this voice coming out of it. They snap their fingers, and you see a young brunette woman. You see Zelda. Hi, I'm Zelda. Look, if you're here, my name's Sullivan. The form, it's a whole thing. Nice to see you. I'm sorry. Yeah, my name's Zelda. Yes, my name is Vodon. Thank you for giving me sanctuary for however long I slept. Oh, no problem. So, what do you guys need help with?
I am not as familiar with this town as I once was. I need to find the group that I was working with. I know they have a base here, but I am not sure if things have changed.
Well, you said it's been 40 years, so I can imagine some things have changed, but, look, I just kind of got back to the city yesterday. I kind of really just know this place, but if you go meet up with some of my friends, they're...
the ones from yesterday?
Yes, them. I'm staying here, but they might be able to help you out more. Do you know... What is your organization's name? Were you...
So can I do an insight just to kind of check her general vibe?
Yes, please. Insight roll your old your old character.
Jason's just over here stroking his own dick.
Look, I was making the motions under the table.
He's playing with himself, but Casey's himself.
That's a 17.
17. You kind of just see that organization is a broad term. She's kind of parsing you out, like, who did you work for? You're not wearing like an Orenthal or anything like that, so she assumes you're not coalition. She's seen you do magic, but she just doesn't know. She's like,
and I noticed like she's not wearing an Orenthal either.
No.
Like, okay.
The people that I work with are, shall we say, against the main government.
well,
It is very dangerous to speak their name if I am not certain.
okay, well, this could certainly be... I don't think these are all coincidences anymore. Yes, you should go find my friends. I think they might have a meeting with the very people you speak of, if I am correct. If you go down by the docks, south of here, about 45 minutes, there's a inn. Here, actually, this will be easier. And she just sits down at a desk and just starts drawing you a pretty nice rudimentary map from like the Mage Keep Library to the Silver Coin Inn. Go here. I can get in contact with them and let them know you're coming. And well, actually, if you could do me one favor.
Possibly.
And she gets up from her desk, moves over to a closet, and opens it, and you see the dead body of an older man. I can make this invisible. If you could just carry this out on your way out, I would really, really appreciate it. I know it's a weird ask.
Duh.
And you see, like, this old man is the form that she has just, like, changed out of.
Question for you. Unseen servant only has a strength of 2. Could it carry this body?
Sure, I'll allow it just for the sake.
If not, I have other ideas, but I'm like, invisible servant carrying invisible body, just don't run into anything, and it's gone.
Yeah, it was a very old man, very like withered. Yeah, we'll allow it. We'll allow it.
Okay, maybe dragging his cloak a little bit on the ground. He's not very tall, but I can do this for you.
I really, really appreciate that. If you just want to dump him in any of the riverways on the city, whatever you think is best. I just really need him out of here. And I don't have a good way to get him out. But yes, if you do that for me, and yeah, if you go find my friends, I think they can help you. She turns to Vodon. I don't really know what help they can give you. And Vodon just speaks up. I'm unsure as well. You live here, do you know of current events and what's going on in the world? I've never heard of this Bread Inn or Mage Keep Library. The prime material did not have cities by this name. The last I had visited it. Interesting. Sounds like you've been gone for a really long time. So this is one of the oldest cities in Velostia. Well, maybe our mutual friends might have more information for both of you. We did meet a pretty old dragon, so maybe they'll have more information that's older than information that I have.
You are pretty smart, no?
Yes.
He seems to think that the material plane was in the year 8000.
Well, that's impossible.
It's the year, insert year now.
Rolled a 19 on the dice for that intelligence check. Unless it was a different tracking of time. Perhaps. Vodon, you said it was. In your time, was the prime material, as you call it, plagued by cataclysms, decimations? I have never heard of these decimations. And we'll move away from there as you guys collect your things. Yeah, and as we zoom out of this scene, as you guys, kind of off-screen, Zelda makes this body invisible and you guys get the rest of your things together, we'll move over to the Silver Coin Inn. where the other part of our party starts awakening as well.
So we've just finished a long rest.
Yep. Rest.
So Eldon is going to do an encouraging song. He's going to sing the Meadow Song from Hunger Games.
Nice.
And play a little beat on the drum softly.
Yeah, you all awaken to the sound of Eldon lightly playing this drum as you all awake. What do you like to do?
I think Kadima has a hard time sleeping. I think with all of the boat travel, all of the talks with dragons and this secret society meeting that's going to be going on later this day, he's feeling a little bit anxious, and had a rough in and out of sleep throughout the night.
It's tossing and turning.
Especially with knowledge from Eldon that Shadow Weaver showed up to our place. I think he's on edge. He's just nervous about the whole situation. So he wakes up a little less perky than he normally is.
Gotcha. What about Mysz?
Well, we just killed the guy and we ran away.
You just killed a guy.
You just killed him.
No, this is a royal.
No. You made it a point to kill steal.
Kill steal is such a mean,
correct term.
Mean description.
Correct. I think you mean accurate.
It's not my fault he failed his save.
Okay, Jason.
Man, we just never get rid of that energy.
No. I don't know. It's different. Waking up here is just different because we're down another person, and this person isn't one that wants to be fought to be returned. It's just strange. I just wake up with just an empty spot where there was previous, at least for the last month and a half.
Yeah, you all awake, start going about your morning routines. You can go downstairs and get some breakfast.
I think I would go down and get us breakfast since they're both still wanted.
Valid point.
So
Hey, slowly but surely, we're just replacing party members that aren't wanted.
Zelda's still wanted. Don't get it twisted.
She's not a party member anymore, though. That's the point.
She's still wanted. We still care about it. So I'll go down. I'll go grab us breakfast and coffees and bring them up.
Gotcha. While you're down there, what is your passive perception?
My passive is 15.
15. As you're kind of collecting everything, balancing everything out on the trays and stuff like that, out of the corner of your eye, you see two strange figures walk in and recognize the two strangers you met that came out of the mirror from yesterday as Geverax and the Gith walk in to the bar.
Gotcha.
An Asimar and a Gith Yankee walk into a bar.
Joke as old as time.
Yeah.
So as I have everything kind of in my hands, I clock the two of them over there. I will set down the coffees, the food platter still in my hand, and I will look over to them and try and get their attention just by waving an arm up to you guys. I'll flag down the barkeep and get 2 more coffees, another bit of food, and
I think Geverax is looking around, but then leans in as soon as they walk into Verdon and is like, okay, I will talk to the innkeep and see if they are here. And then looks around and sees you. You're unmistakable. And I do not have to. That is one of them.
Okay, good. And ever since, you guys spoke with Zelda in the library, you've noticed Verdon has been kind of just out of it. And especially as, just walking through the city, he's, looking around and, shell-shocked.
Hello, Kadima, was it?
yeah, Geverax.
Yes.
Yeah, good morning. Do you get coffee? either of you?
I would love it, yes.
I do not. Yes, sure, of course.
Okay. Gav, you mind giving me a hand grabbing the other ones?
Absolutely.
My name is Vodon.
Vodon?
Vodon, yes. By the way.
All right. Good to meet you. I'm Kadima. Mysz and Eldon are upstairs. I'll look over at the barkeep. How much? What do I owe you for the food and coffees?
Oh, this, 10 silver, we'll call it even.
Can we charge it to the room?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it's under Mysz.
Yeah, I got you down, no
Got
problem.
it. Perfect. Thanks.
Yep.
And I'll
Later, asshole.
Give her
Cloaca.
You're growing on me.
Giverax
How much gold do I
grabs
No
one
one's
coffee
friends.
with his own hand and then makes a fist with his other hand and goes, Ruhamaka. And the other cup starts to float as he casts Mage Hand.
Mark
Show
is just
off.
like, I'm going to pretend like I didn't see that. And yeah, you guys make your way up to the room. You guys, Mysz and Eldon, Rosemary and Gross all see Kadima walk in, followed by these two from yesterday.
Hey, I found some friends downstairs. Mysz, I charged all this to the room. I hope that's okay.
I don't have money.
Well, we'll figure that out later. I just didn't have a free hand to pay for it right then.
I'm going to say, I'm indecent and throw on my little robe.
My apologies. Hold on. Just turns.
You're welcome.
I love this energy so much.
It's the you're welcome while also getting dressed.
Well, it's
so
just the little robe.
Just the
Do you still have
Just the
Isidora's
no-
robe?
Yeah, it's just Isidora's
Yes.
robe. Yeah.
Oh, that's so good. So I'll start setting out the coffees and food, and I ran into the two of them downstairs. This is Vodon.
Yes, hello, my name is Vodon.
Vodon, sorry.
It's a pleasure to meet all of you.
Elle, nice to meet you.
Elle, it's a pleasure.
Mysz.
Mysz.
Yeah.
And this is Rosemary, and this little guy is Gross.
Oh, hey, how you doing? What interesting creatures you are. Points at Gross. Your magic seems familiar, but turns to Rosemary. I've never seen anything quite like you. Yeah, I get that a lot, thanks.
Eldon's going to walk up to them like proud dad and just like stand beside them.
Yeah, but I just takes one of the cups of coffee and just kind of sits down cross-legged on the floor.
Where are you from, Vodon?
Yes,
Sorry to just immediately ask questions.
No, it is a valid question. With the information that I am slowly getting, now that I've been awake, it would make sense that you haven't run into... And he kind of gestures at himself. A Githyanki before. My home is the Astral Sea.
Are Githyanki something like pretty commonly known about, or would this be like something that you would like through any kind of study? It's pretty.
You've never even heard of a Githyanki before.
I didn't know anyone could live in the Astral Sea.
I mean, I did.
Well, yeah, but you were, from what I understand, you were there for a minute.
For like an hour.
What did you see?
Blackness as far as I could tell in all directions. It was the darkest dark I've ever experienced.
This is not right. The Astral Sea is big, but there should have been something. I'm sorry.
You mentioned the gods were attacking.
The gods are attacking?
In the Astral Sea.
When did they do that?
But his timeline is a little skewed. He thinks that it is the year 8000, and Zelda had thought maybe it was before our current tracking of time.
How is Zelda?
She seemed tired, but alive and fairly well.
She
Good.
asked us to carry a body out.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, we forgot
Yeah,
to do
I'm glad
that.
that was taken
Shit.
care of.
Yes, my
That's my bad.
my servant put him in the river.
your servant?
A spell, not a actual person.
Oh,
Yeah, it is also invisible, so it was easy to carry invisible body.
well, thank you.
I'm happy to help. I'm glad to be out of that mirror. It was difficult. Probably would have gone crazy if not for my friend.
And all of a sudden, you see appear on Gev's shoulder a little, like, blue, sparkly, like, star wispy cat with wings.
Ooh. May I?
This is Drew, my friend.
May I?
Drew. It is not the normal spelling, but it's pronounced the same.
Pleasure to meet you, Drew.
How do you spell Drew if it's not the normal spelling of Drew?
D-R-U-H. It means friend in my native tongue.
It's a pleasure to meet you too.
I'm gonna hold out my left fist for a fist bump.
That sounds like Craig.
I was like, what repertoire of voice are we going down, Casey? Pick one because it's going to be the same voice.
Gotta be the same voice.
He will fly over and kind of little cat paw dap you.
Hell yeah.
We are getting ourselves a little menagerie.
It is it's good to get out of that mirror. So thank you guys for all the help.
It felt like eternity, but also not a second had passed.
And like at that moment, his stomach rumbles so fucking hard because he realizes there's there's food here. And he hasn't eaten in almost 40 years, but he hasn't been hungry in almost 40 years.
So I got everybody a plate of food, and I'll just take like 2 pieces of bacon off of mine and hand you the rest of my plate.
No, I could not. I can go get my own food.
I insist.
It's already been paid for.
Yeah, it's already paid for.
I appreciate it.
I ate yesterday. You ate 40 years ago.
I was not hungry until I smelled the food. But yes.
That's usually how it works.
The last, well, as I said, it was 40 years, but it did not feel that way. I did not get hungry. I did not get tired. It all passed in an instant and an eternity. It was very difficult to explain.
Was this the same for you, Vadon?
That is accurate, yes. It both felt like no time at all has passed, and at the same time, like I've lived an eternity.
Well, at least
But
4,000 years.
For you. Okay, so it's $49.99 today.
That is what I've been
You, Gevrax, went into the mirror $49.59.
Give or take. It was not a full 40 years.
And Vadon got trapped 3,000 years in the fuure.
That is what we are trying to figure out. It does not appear to have been the future, according to Zelda.
The young wizard theorized, yes, that the time tracking may have shifted
Oh, yes, that is the other thing.
The decimations?
He does not remember his decimations on the material plane.
Then what most likely happens is his measurement of time is at least 4,000 years old.
That seems accurate.
Or
What has happened?
Do we
This time.
do we know when the decimation started? I mean, as long as I can remember.
Always.
So
I can consult the back of my brain.
I mean, Mysz, off the top of your head, what was the first recorded decimation? That's not off the top of your head.
It kind of is. That's a 24 off of a critical history check.
24. It's not fully known
Yeah.
like exactly when the decimation started, but for the most part, like most of the history before 5,000 years ago, give or take that last year, is very almost nothing is known. It seems like almost like that's been entirely wiped out. So most like scholars generally assume that it had to have been somewhere around that time that the decimation started. Either that's when they started, or that's just when people were able to start rebuilding enough to start keeping history again. It's unsure.
Man.
So there seems to be some time dilation with the astral sea, where time moves faster there than it does here.
I think he was just trapped for that long. Artifacts can be insanely old.
So I don't fuck around with magic mirrors. All y'all did.
I didn't.
I would not recommend
I did.
it.
It was not fun.
How did you end up in there? You two.
I was sent on a mission to recover intelligence, and I do not know. I believe maybe that I was set up,
Double crossed.
trapped in mirror. It is a bit fuzzy how I came to find the mirror, but I do remember I was searching for information or documents or something for my group that I worked with, and then I appeared in basement of library.
Odan kind of looks down. This might be easier. And he closes his eyes, and all of a sudden, everyone in the room is like, your eyes kind of roll back into the back of your head, and you are moved into a different place. You guys are on this ship and like room, this palace that you're not sure. You see outside, you see blackness and stars and like planets floating in the background. You see the whole ship is like shaking and moving. These red lights and alarm flares are like going off. You see from the perspective of who you have to assume is Vodan, you see another Githyanki woman, long hair. She's dressed almost similarly to him, but in these fineries, and you see her go, Vodan, I need you to go to the treasury, get the mirror and bring it to me immediately. The ship rocks again, and you see him running down this corridor. You see him grabbing up the mirror, and you see him turn it slightly and reflect himself into it before it goes black. And the next thing I know, like our friend here was waking in your library.
Remind me that first part again. What kind of ship was it?
It wasn't anything you could nothing you've seen before. It was like this weird, like alien-esque metal and like curves, and you could see windows on either side of like the corridor you're on, and you could see like basically the astral sea floating in the distance, but
That looks different than what I remember.
It was
Yeah, I was
beautiful.
gonna say, did we get a good image of what the astral sea looked like through the windows?
Very similar, but like I said, it was dark, like skies of like stars, but you could see off in the distance like planets kind of floating around, but that's about all you got from like the window perspective.
So you're telling me I was just facing the wrong direction? That's lame.
Arya would have loved to see that.
I don't think you were facing the wrong direction, Mysz. I think you were there like thousands of years differently than what we just saw.
If this was last you saw, and the gods were attacking, correct?
Something. We called them gods. We had no other name for them. But something was encroaching on our home. We tried to fight back, but whatever these entities are swallowed whole moons, let alone our ships. That moment was... We assumed they would be closing in on us any minute. I think my queen, she wanted to stay in the mirror to try to survive it. I do not think I was supposed to look in the mirror. I was a royal guard. That was my purpose. I failed my queen, and now I've been trapped. If you are to be believed, I've been trapped for thousands of years. I need to go back. I need to see what's come of my home. See if there's anything left.
I do not know how to get to Astral Sea. Do any of you?
Isadora might.
Isadora might.
Isadora might. Also, Vadon.
Who is Isadora?
This
my
is her
teacher,
robe.
and
So she is small.
yeah, she's a gnome.
I've never met her, but in person.
She's
Okay.
working hard behind the scenes currently to help us.
Based on the story, I wonder if the gods maybe started in Astral Sea and then turned sights on us.
This morning, when you said the gods were attacking when you woke Geverax up, was that you acting off of the last memory you had before the mirror? Or was this information that was given to you while you were sleeping?
I received no information. That was my final memory. Was retrieving this from my queen as they set upon us. We were fleeing. Trying to flee to the prime material. But they already had our ship in their grasp.
Do you know how many gods or creatures there were?
It was so hard to tell. They did not look like you and I. They were masses of shadow or elements. Based on how quickly some of our allies fell from all over the sea, we think maybe 9, 10 entities.
10. Working in unison.
Do you remember what you were feeling in that moment that you showed us?
Fear. Worry. Purpose.
Despair.
That is a good word, yes.
Vadon, have you been to the prime material realm before?
Only once. The Astral Sea is large, so occasionally we would pass through the prime material to get to another place in the Astral Sea. It's almost a shortcut, but whenever I I personally never interacted much with the people of the prime materia. Mostly heard stories of them, but it was a time of... I remember seeing great cities from the air, from our ships.
Like cities in the air, or you saw the cities from the air?
From the air. Great cities, lush fields, the prime material. It's a beautiful place.
Can you describe one of those cities for me in as much detail as you can?
I, again, only saw them from a distance briefly, but I do remember one, a shining beacon of lights, and some of their towers seemed like they would continue to grow up into the sky itself. Large, they looked prosperous. But again, I never visited these cities. We only saw them from the sky. They seemed to be made of metal and glass and...
Does that sound like any of the cities that we have in the world now?
Nope.
Fuck the 10.
I am glad to hear you say that. The group I was part of is very against the gods. Zelda mentioned a meeting that you were having. Is it perchance with Zivaria?
You know the Varia.
I am Zivaria. Or I was.
I want to roll an insight check on that one.
I'm gonna send a cryptogram to Zelda. You good?
Question mark?
Question mark.
Takes a few minutes, but you get back. Yes, comma, working.
I got a 14 insight.
14.
Are we still allowed to send multiple a day?
Yeah.
And say, love you, bye,
Oh,
or heart you.
greater than 3.
Yeah, yeah.
I rolled a 20
you back,
persuasion.
you too.
He's definitely telling the truth.
Gotcha.
As far as he understands it, that is the group that he worked with. Those are the people that, almost 40 years ago. But that was his group. Those are the people that he was on a mission for when he got trapped in the mirror.
Gotcha. So if we go to this meeting and you were working for them 40 years ago, do we think that Gev should come with us?
Yes.
I must return. It's small chance that I will know anybody here, but I must at least let them know that I am alive.
Maybe they'll know what happened.
It's
To your
possible. I can't imagine they were still looking after so much time, but I have to let them know. I would like to get back to it. The work is very important.
Did you know that scary hot dragon woman?
I do not remember ever meeting Dragon.
Let alone scary hot ones.
You'd remember.
I had heard that there were at least one that was on our side, but I had not the pleasure.
Word. I know little of this place, this time. Would it be okay if I attend this meeting with you? I would love to try to gather more information of where, when I am.
I think their scholars could help. It is possible that there are lots of varied skill sets within the organization.
Yeah, and the fun part about all this is you're either really old or haven't been born yet. So
That is a good point. Did not think of it that way.
Sorry, that's existential.
That might have been too much.
It is good joke.
That wasn't a joke. I was being serious.
I understand, but it's funny if you look at it that way.
I mean, either perspective, though, you, Vadon, don't exist here from either point of where you're from. So this is really interesting, like that you are here because of that mirror. And I'm wondering if the two of you ended up in the mirror not by happenstance.
I do have series that I was set up, but it is not like we could communicate with each other while in the mirror. Mm-hmm. It was I had no idea another was in there.
No, company would have been more than welcomed.
Absolutely.
Well, they didn't tell us we couldn't bring other people to our meeting. Gross, what do you think?
This all sounds like a lot.
I mean, we wouldn't bring other people. We would bring another member of their retinue, a member of their own, and a person who is older than time itself.
Or not born yet.
Gross, were you done?
Cannot be that one. It cannot. It cannot.
It can. We have no idea that one. We have no idea.
I don't really. I'm still trying to wrap my hand around the whole thing. So I heard that one person we might seem nice. So maybe all of them will be nice.
And Rosemary just chimes up.
Hey, yeah, the more the merrier, right?
All right.
We have not figured out backwards time travel yet. We've only figured out forwards time travel.
Well,
Snyder's losing his shit over here.
We don't know.
About time travel,
right? You've been to the Astral Sea. Maybe you were doing some kind of backwards time travel.
Time dilution is a hell of a weird soup.
Mm-hmm. So you're saying that I'm potentially thousands of years older than I am currently because I was there for an hour?
Or younger.
It could have been an hour for you.
Yeah.
I didn't know how old you are before.
I don't even know how old I am.
I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder and get like really close to him. Like, Mysz, what if you haven't been born yet?
I've been born.
In this reality.
But
What if it's a different timeline?
you were there before I left, and then you're here when I came back. I have been born.
What if you're not the Mysz that left?
Oh, that is a good point.
What if the previous Mysz is stuck in a loop of constantly being taken from that point in time and brought back?
Was I born before I met you, or was I born when I was able to talk? Oh, I don't like this.
Is the question whether or not you were born based on sentience or not? Because the answer is no. Sentience does not dictate whether or not you were born.
I have not a scholarly mind, but I do so enjoy the philosophical discussions.
I'm just leaving things to be as open and not as clear cut as they could, because again, we're also dealing with people from the Astral Sea. We're dealing with gods that have possibly either attacked the Astral Sea and destroyed it, or are going to. No. You
cannot operate on it's gonna happen in 4,000 years. What are we gonna do?
How do we know? How do we know, Mysz?
Well, our meeting's tonight. What do we want to do with the rest of our day?
How are you so certain we can't operate on that? This is all new information.
I think that they could go on for quite a while. Is there anything that y'all want to do?
I do not know the city very well.
Well, we're wanted, so...
Oh, that does put damper on things.
Well, I'm not. They are.
Okay.
Still
way
puts
to
damper on
shove it in our
things.
faces.
I truly do not have reason to go anywhere until I connect with my people.
Does anybody have a weapon or anything? I was trapped without most of my things. Maybe.
What are you used to using?
Usually something with range, a bow, an arrow.
Since swapping over to 2024, I have a short bow, and I will give him the short bow.
Thank you.
I ain't got shit.
I don't either.
And he'll kind of like test
And
it
I'll
out a little
pull
bit.
the quiver. I have it placed on my like above my waist on my back, so that they're side pulls, not over the shoulder pulls.
This is a great help. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll also give him a dagger.
I appreciate it. I am new here and just would feel safer with a weapon by my side.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I am open to whatever you would all like to do. I am more unfamiliar with things than most of you.
Well, there is something that I have been thinking about that Zelda gave me a book and some information about if people would be interested.
Yeah. What is it?
Well, I'd like to contact Malik's spirit.
Who is Malik?
He's
Come again?
an old friend of theirs.
No longer here, I see.
Well, they're not with us. They're
He
with the gods currently.
Oh, that is bad place
Not
to
in
be.
the way that it sounds by saying they're with the gods.
I think I caught the meaning. That is not a good place to be. But he said spirit, so dead, correct?
No.
Yes.
Oh. I am not getting in middle of this. I will.
His body is being piloted by a god currently. He is still there.
Oh, that is very, very bad.
Yep.
Well,
Which is
this
why I got to learn how to punch them.
this could help us know that for sure.
I'm all for clarifying.
Is this something you need help with?
Yes.
I am happy to assist.
If you do not mind, I will simply observe. I am not familiar too much with the magics of today. And,
Or yesterday.
No, it's today. Today is today.
I have my own reasons for, staying away from things that deal with the spirit.
I do have quick question.
Yes.
Which god?
Abyssia.
Oh, okay, good. Not mine.
Excuse me?
Not yours?
Come again? Sprecken's a what?
At this point, my hand is reaching around and grabbing the spear on my back and just placing my hand there.
No. It is not how it seems. I am very much against, but I do have a bit of agreement. It is a bit one-sided at this moment. I do not know or remember all the details, and he like gestures at himself. I am also not originally from this plane. I have blood of a god.
So where you from originally?
That is a good question. I do not necessarily know for sure, but I kind of assume the celestial plane. All I know is I woke up almost 100 years ago in Avalrest with no memory and only, and he like scritches Drew's head, only Drew here. That is very true. But I do not. I have only met a handful of others of my species, and they all kind of agree that the blood is, well, they agree it is tainted, but I kind of have different outlook on this. I use this to draw power when necessary,
to help understand and hopefully fight when the inevitable decimation comes about.
Who was in power when you were awoken in Alvarest?
That is a good question. Was it still the Thorns?
It was still the Thorns. It would have been
Grandpappy.
I don't think I would have known like
Great grandpappy.
their actual name. But
it was for sure still the Thorn family, and I mean 100 years ago would have been your great grandfather.
I believe it was the Thorns. I was there for maybe a little less than a decade. Then I moved on. I have been around quite a bit of this world. But
With this information, what I've ever heard about Gevrax.
No, you did roll a check last time and hadn't heard of him.
yeah, he's popular with the people that he comes in contact with, but he's not like trying to be a celebrity. He's not like
Not
out
even that,
there.
just hearing in passing of like this celestial person that woke up in Avalrest.
I'm assuming I'm not the only Azamar on this world, but I kind of figured we're not super common.
Yesterday, there was like Mysz had been to the Astral Sea once, and now we have two people that are from different planes. Are we? What are we getting into?
It literally does not change my end goal at all.
That's wild.
Well, my end goal is punch God.
I also wild, but now we're dealing with extra planar like things going on in other planes, time travel,
Well, it sounds
or lack thereof.
It sounds like Mysz had already been to other plane. Why is this all of a sudden so crazy?
Kadima wasn't around.
That explains.
I did talk about it though.
Yeah, but it's still probably new for him.
Talking about it in passing versus
Someone that was born there.
someone that was born there, someone from another one.
Well, to be clear,
gods are not here.
assumes.
That is true.
Everything is assumed as of right now. I just met these guys yesterday,
I do know for a
I've
fact.
been there. I saw it with my peepers
I also
and it was different than what he showed us.
because it was in the past.
I also know for a fact I was not born on material plane. I woke up as adult, not baby.
You have no memories before that?
I do not. In the 60-ish years I was not in the mirror, I had received very cryptic minor communication from Tenebris that did kind of indicate a certain familiarity. But as unfortunately the gods are wont to do, nothing that is concrete. But I have power that is not natural from the other side. And I have not been asked to do anything in return at this point. So I consider this win.
I'm going to start like clearing space and setting up some candles and a Ouija board that I got from the library while y'all are just talking.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think Kadima's kind of frustrated with the amount of new information and doesn't really know how to process it right now. Like, it's a lot to take in after being awake for an hour. So he's going to start grabbing plates that are like people that are done with their plates and coffee and everything, and is going to bring it. He's going to go back downstairs and bring everything back. But after he sets everything down, is going to step outside and kind of just like pace around out front of the bar for a little bit, just to clear his head.
Oh, sure.
I will help get ritual set up.
Thank
if
you.
that is okay.
Yes.
I will stand out of the way here.
I need 3 others, so we'll have to wait for Kadima to be ready.
2 minutes later, I'll come back up and You see his shoulders are dropped a little bit. He was starting to. He just had to take a second.
You're a soldier, right?
Yes. What gave it away?
The way you move, guess it does not matter what time it is. There is something about a soldier swallowing whatever consternation they have to do what needs to be done. It is strangely reassuring.
Yeah.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. What,
Can y'all
what do you need?
turn out that light?
Sure.
Blow out a candle.
The candles need to stay lit.
The big lamps, yeah.
In the room, we just turn off the lights for other podcast listeners.
Yeah. So Eldon, describe me this setup you've got here.
Well, we have a Ouija board in the middle. It's surrounded by a variety of random candles that we got from around the room or what people had on them. And we're going to sit in a circle around it. And first, we're going to grasp hands. Everyone hold hands.
Who's sitting on my right side?
Are we going to actually?
No, we're not going to actually hold hands. So far. You're too far away.
Who's sitting on my right side? Because he would just be very hesitant about touching somebody with it.
Probably me.
Yeah,
honestly.
So he's very apprehensive at first, and I think like as everybody's grabbing hands, either would Gev just like grab it anyways, or
I think he would notice the apprehension, and he definitely wouldn't like forcibly grab your hand. Especially because he's new to this group. But he would definitely notice that. And are you okay, friend?
yeah, this side of me, I'm a little worried, might affect what Eldon is trying to do. Both arms used to look like this side, and now this arm and some of the things that I have from it look like this because of Malik and Abyssia.
You got that at the same time that we lost Malik. I think that will be important in contacting him.
It'd also be important in having it backfire. That's why I just...
It does give connection. Some things that I cannot provide. I can only provide the raw power. Having extra connection could be useful.
But it's up to you.
It's just an unknown part of this. I've rigorously trained everything else, but this is an unknown, and I don't like just half-cocked using things that I don't know. But
I think at that point, when you say that, he will, not like vigorously, but he will take your hand.
Okay, I'm not going to
complete
resist
the
it.
circle.
Yep.
Derek, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Son of a bitch. Oh my god. I will use my human feature and get rid of my heroic. There we go. That's an 18.
18. As Gevrax touches your hand, for a split second, you can almost feel your arm like almost trying to extend out past your hand, like onto Gevrax, as it senses this connection to the gods.
To a different god.
But
To deity.
as you touch, you just feel this almost like static shock before you feel your arm, like you kind of will it back down.
I didn't even think about that. Holy shit.
Yeah. Whoops. That's why I asked if you were touching my hand.
Yeah.
I'm not going
Just
to say
in a-
shit.
Just in a split second.
Nope.
Yeah, you
I
all
don't react to
gather.
it, but I know it.
And I don't feel anything.
Nope.
Good to know.
Okay.
Just the static shock. You feel, you feel that.
Yeah.
We have a connection.
So we're holding hands.
Yeah.
There are 3 rules to Ouija. Don't play in a graveyard. Don't play alone. And always say goodbye. And Eldon's looking around from face to face as he says the rules.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least that's what I read in the book about it.
Okay.
I mean, books never lie.
True. So In a minute, we're all going to put one finger on the planchette, and we'll invite Malik's spirit. And once he's here, he should be able to, we should see him and he should be able to speak, but I've never done this before. Also, there's a 5% chance it contacts the wrong spirit. Are we ready?
Yeah, absolutely.
I like this group.
Haley, go ahead and roll me a D100.
Don't roll the 100 like I did.
Or do. This would be really
It
fun
would be super
if
fun.
we contact the wrong one.
What spell are we casting, Haley?
Seance.
Aunts.
Aunts.
A cloud went by the sun and
98.
actively made the room.
Oh, no.
No. He didn't say upper or lower.
I know, but I know how Casey's brain works, and I saw his fucking face. We're rolling high on these D100s today.
So, you reach out in this circle where you're all connected. You feel your hands, the planchette beneath your hands, slowly moving. MALIQ, spelling out Malik's name. The magic coming from Eldon, you can all feel it kind of flowing through your hands into this Ouija board. The room around you, a wind starts picking up. You can see the candles start flickering. Your hair starts moving. In the center of this circle, this like green ethereal like mist kind of starts forming in between all of you. Eldon, in your head, you hear this, just the sound of sand running through an hourglass.
Oh, fuck.
And as you're all, like, this magic starts building and building and building to a crescendo, Eldon, you feel this burning, like, feeling on your right arm, and look down and you can see these, like, black vines kind of growing up your arm, like, underneath your skin, like, writhing and growing. They stop at your shoulder, and you guys just hear this, like, concussion of magic, just something that does not happen on the physical plane. You hear a voice in your head. Oh, what a different way to reach out. And then you feel something get shunted to the side, and you all hear this voice. You would use my power to try to reach out to another? No. This is not how this works. You all see Eldon, you feel this burning kind of building up in your chest, and the blood starts leaking from your nose as this concussion builds and builds and builds, and another wave of magic comes out and blows you all away from the center of the Ouija board.
Duh!
And that's where we'll end our session.
Oh,
Holy shit.
my fucking God.
10% happy.
Holy shit. That couldn't have been better.
That's so good. I
so
cannot
good.
believe you rolled a 98.
If you want to hear more about how we and our characters are feeling, check out What's in the Box, where we decompress from the events of the episode. This has been an NCCEC production. Now that the episode is done and you're saying to yourself, man, I love this Casey Gibson and his NPCs, then you're in luck. You can experience the magic of Casey Gibson for yourself because he offers virtual and in-person therapeutic gaming groups. So if you're in the Raleigh area, or from the comfort of your own home, head over to nccec.com to sign up for any of his groups that feel right for you. Check out his Instagram at gamemaster.casey for more information. We'll see you next time.